Welcome to my channel. She'll act like nothing phases her. She'll pretend to be unbothered, detached, and in control. But the truth is, there's one thing that can truly shake a woman's confidence completely. She may never admit it, won't show it, and won't speak it out loud, but inside, it can deeply affect her. Most men think that rejecting her, ignoring her, or making her jealous will upset her. But that's not what really affects her. Then something more powerful, something that will make her question everything about herself. The second you do this, her confidence starts to crack. Stay with me until the end, because once you understand this, you will no longer be easily influenced by a woman's emotions. 1. Why women's confidence is more fragile than you think. Women often appear emotionally strong, independent, and untouchable, but the truth is their confidence is often more fragile than men realize. Society tells us that men struggle more with rejection than women, and that women are unaffected by losing attention from a man. But that's a misconception. The truth is, women only feel powerful as long as they feel in control. The second they feel that control slipping away, their confidence begins to falter. Most men don't realize that women build their sense of self-worth on a few key factors: how much attention they receive from others, how easily they can influence the emotions of those around them, how desired they feel in comparison to others. These factors boost their confidence and shape how they view themselves. However, this confidence is often external. It relies heavily on how others treat them. When you stop feeding into this, she begins to question everything. She may start looking at herself differently, comparing herself to others. More often, she'll wonder if she's as attractive as she once thought. This marks the first step toward her ego starting to break, because for the first time she feels powerless to the one thing that destroys her confidence completely. Most men believe that rejecting a woman or hurting her feelings will break her, but rejection alone doesn't destroy her. What truly shakes a woman's confidence is when she realizes that she no longer has any control over you, when she pulls away, and you don't react emotionally when she ignores you, and you stay calm when she loses interest and you don't chase after her. Ego starts to crumble. Every time a man reacts emotionally, her confidence stays intact, because even if she rejects you, she still knows she has some influence over you. But when you remain unaffected, when she sees that you don't care anymore, that's when her ego begins to crack. She starts to ask herself, why doesn't he care? Why isn't he chasing me like other guys did? That thought alone can be more painful than any rejection. 3. How women handle ego dictation, and why she will deny it. When a woman realizes her power over you is gone, she will never admit it. Bothers her. She may act like she doesn't care, but inside it eats away at her. Women typically respond to ego destruction in 3 ways. She seeks validation elsewhere. She may instinctively try to rebuild her confidence by seeking attention from other sources. She might post more selfies, change her appearance, or engage in behaviors meant to attract attention. While this may help her feel momentarily better, deep down, it's not the same. She's still wondering why you no longer care. She will test you. Her first instinct may be to test you, to see if she can regain control. She might send a text after weeks of silence or react to your social media posts to see if you notice her. She may try to bring up inside jokes or act as though nothing ever happened. If you respond with emotion, her ego is temporarily healed. But if you remain emotionally detached, it deepens her self-doubt. She starts questioning herself. This is the final stage. She'll begin to doubt her own desirability. She might think maybe I'm not as attractive as I thought, or why doesn't he want me back? Her confidence begins to crumble, and she won't admit that she's feeling vulnerable. For the biggest mistake men make, when men realize they have control, many make the mistake of rubbing it in. They may try to prove that she's affected, that she's hurt, or that she's losing control. They act arrogantly, or post things to make her jealous. The moment you do this, you lose control. By doing this, you're proving that you still care. A man who is truly unaffected doesn't need to prove anything. If you want to truly dismantle her ego, you must remain completely unbothered. Don't seek revenge. Don't try to prove a point, and ignore any attempts to get a reaction from her. Keep living your life with confidence and focus on your own goals. The best way to show her that she no longer has control is to show that she is no longer relevant to you. The more she realizes that she cannot affect you, the more her ego will crumble. At first she won't care, or at least that's what she'll tell herself. She'll brush it off, convincing herself that you were never that important in the first place. Oh, he's just like every other guy. He'll come back sooner or later. He's just playing games with me. Women are used to men reacting under pressure. They expect you to chase, to come crawling back once they've pulled away. But when that doesn't happen, when you remain silent and complete unbothered, that's when she starts to panic. At first it's subtle. She'll casually check your social media, wondering if you've moved on. She might ask mutual friends about you, subtly trying to figure out if you still care. Then the thoughts start haunting her. Why isn't he chasing? Why is he not affected? Did I actually lose him? That's when she realizes that you're not coming back, and at that moment her ego takes its first major hit, because for the first time she has lost the power she thought she had over you. 6. When she tries to regain control. The games she will play at this stage. She can't just let things be. Her ego won't allow it. So she does the only thing she can. She tries to bait you into giving her back control. This can happen in several ways. The casual check-in. She'll send a random text that seems meaningless on the surface. Hey, hope you're doing well. I just saw something that reminded me of you. How have you been? She may act like she's just being nice, but don't be fooled. She's testing to see if you still care, if you respond too quickly, too emotionally, or with too much enthusiasm. Her ego recovers instantly, but if you remain calm, trolled, and indifferent, she spirals deeper into doubt. The social media trap. She suddenly starts posting, more making sure to highlight her best moments, selfies, nights out, vacations. She's trying to make you notice her again. She might post cryptic quotes about moving on or knowing her worth. She might even fake happiness just to see if it triggers a reaction from you. She wants you to feel left out, jealous, and emotionally drawn back in. If you react, she wins. But if you keep living your life as if she doesn't exist, she loses the fake jealousy game. If her usual tricks don't work, she'll escalate. Now she starts getting closer to other men. Not because she's interested in them, but because she wants you to notice. She'll make sure you see her with another guy, even if she's not really interested in him. She might post a picture with a vague caption, hoping you'll assume she's moved on. She'll do anything to make you react. But here's the thing. If she truly moved on, she wouldn't care about proving it to you. The more effort she puts into making you jealous, the more obvious it becomes that she's still thinking about you. If you show no reaction, her ego takes another devastating hit. 7. Why women fear losing power over you. The ego's greatest weakness. A woman's greatest fear isn't rejection. It's not even losing a relationship. It's losing the power she once had over a man. Why? Because her ego is often not built on who she truly is. It's built on how men react to her. If she can make you chase her, she feels valuable. If she can make you jealous, she feels wanted. If she can make you emotionally unstable, she feels powerful. But when she loses that ability, she's forced to face a terrifying reality. She was never as powerful as she thought. Nothing breaks a woman's ego faster than realizing a man has completely detached from her influence. At first she might act like it doesn't bother her, but deep down she's questioning. Everything. Was I not enough? Did he never really like me? Has he found someone better? That self-doubt eats away at her more than any rejection ever could. 8. When she finally cracks the emotional breakdown phase. At some point, all the fake confidence, fake happiness, and fake indifference won't be enough to hold her ego together. This is when she finally breaks. She starts reminiscing about you more. She replays old conversations, wondering if she made a mistake. She starts feeling the full weight of what she lost. At this stage, she may reach out more directly. She might ask if you want to catch up, bring up past memories in conversation, or try to act like she just realized what she lost. But here's the truth. This is not love. This is her ego, trying to repair itself. If you fall for it, she wins back the control she lost. But if you stay detached, her ego is completely shattered. 9. The key to keeping your power. Why most men fail at this stage. Most men don't make it this far. At some point, they fall for her trap. They think she finally realizes my value. She must really miss me. Maybe we can fix things, but here's the cold truth. She doesn't miss you. She misses the power she had over you. She misses the validation, the attention, the control. But if you stay detached, her ego is completely shattered. 9. The key to keeping your power. Why most men fail at this stage. Most men don't make it this far. At some point, they fall for her trap. They think she finally realizes my value. She must really miss me. Maybe we can fix things. But here's the cold truth. She doesn't miss you. She misses the power she had over you. She misses the validation, the attention, the control. If you go back now, she will lose all the power she once held over you. But if you keep your emotional distance and continue living your life with confidence, she will have no choice but to face the truth. Her ego will crumble, and she will realize that her influence over you is gone. The final stage, when she regrets everything. At this point, she has lost her sense of power, and her self-image has cracked. She no longer has control over you. And this is when she begins to feel true regret. She may try to apologize, subtly, hoping you'll invite her back in. She might try to rebuild the connection by acting like she's changed, using emotions to manipulate you into feeling sorry for her. But by now you've seen through her game. You understand exactly why she's acting this way. Once you truly detach, she won't be able to repair the damage to her ego, because she'll always know that she lost the one thing she thought she could control you. If you're ready to claim your silent confidence, hit like, subscribe, and comment. Claim my space below. Let's continue this journey together now. Let's begin. 11. The unspoken pause shift. Why she can't stand being left behind. There's an invisible power dynamic that exists between men and women. One that women are hyper-aware of. Even if men aren't, most women are used to being the ones who leave. First, they are used to having the final, say the last word, and the upper hand. Why? Because society has conditioned women to believe they always have more options. They assume that no matter what, there will always be another man waiting to take your place. This is why in most cases women initiate breakups more often than men. They feel confident pulling away because they assume they'll be missed and chased. They believe they can always come back whenever they want. But when the script is flipped, when a woman realizes she is the one being left behind, that she is the one who was replaced, and she is no longer a priority, her entire sense of power shatters suddenly. She's in unfamiliar territory. She doesn't know how to process the idea that a man could actually move on without her. She feels a loss of control which makes her question her own value. She experiences an ego crisis because the attention, ion validation, and emotional power she once had over you are gone. This is why she will deny it until the end, admitting that a man she thought she had control over actually had the strength to walk away and never look back as a truth her ego simply can't handle. No matter how much she pretends she doesn't care, deep inside she's struggling with the realization that she lost her influence over you forever. 12. The silent revenge that hurts her the most. Many men, when they feel hurt, want revenge. They want to prove a point. They want to show her what she lost. But here's the truth. The loudest revenge is no revenge at all. Nothing destroys her ego faster than watching you move on without trying to prove anything. Most men, when they feel rejected or abandoned, make one of two mistakes. They beg and chase. They try to get her back. They send long emotional texts. They constantly check her social media, hoping for a sign. This only feeds her ego. She feels powerful, knowing that even though she left, you're still emotionally attached. They try to make her jealous by posting about their new life, just to get her attention. They fake happiness, hoping she'll see it, and regret leaving. They engage in childish games, hoping to trigger her emotions. This backfires the moment she sees you trying. She knows you still care. The real way to destroy her ego is through silence, indifference, and growth. Stop watching her stories. Let her wonder why you're not paying attention. Stop engaging with her at all. Let her feel your absence. Completely focus on yourself without trying to prove anything. When she sees that you've evolved into someone better without her, it will eat her alive, because now she can't tell if you ever really needed her at all. Nothing hurts her more than realizing she was never as important as she thought she was. 13. The final lesson, what happens when you truly move on at the end of the day. The greatest victory isn't getting her back. It's reaching a point where you don't even care if she comes back. By then you've already won. She will spend months, maybe years, wondering why you were the one guy she couldn't break. She will compare every man she meets to you, thinking, why don't I feel the same attraction? Why is no one else like him? Why can't I get over him at that moment? She will realize she lost the best thing she ever had. But by then it won't matter to you anymore. You'll be so focused on your growth, your purpose, and your future, that she will simply be a forgotten chapter in your story, and that more than anything is what truly destroys her ego. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to Learn with Stoic for more real, relatable advice on navigating the complexities of love and relationships. Remember, relationships take time, care, and effort, but the rewards are worth it. When fear and caution are met with understanding and patience, they transform into trust and connection. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. This content is intended for motivational and self-improvement purposes only. It is not intended to promote manipulation, emotional detachment as a means of control,